In this view, I'll be entering the non-cry conquest. And I think we're looking into Rerir's backstory now, so that'll be very interesting. And yeah, in the meantime, there's a big fight happening with Rerir and the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau. Okay, here it is.
I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be
Khaenri'ah.
Khaenri'ah.
Is this the first time we've actually seen part of Khaenri'ah?
Simple furnishings, table and chairs. It's a more ordinary house than I might have expected. Looks like the fearsome Rerir of Zolnari came from surprisingly humble beginnings. Unless this passed for luxury in Khaenri'ah. Unlikely. It was said to be a very prosperous nation in its heyday. Anyway, I'll keep exploring.
I get to play as her. This is very interesting. Oh, a door. I might think it probably need to go out there later. Oh, the music. A few strange boxes sit next to a cabinet. Everything is neatly organized. Whoever lives here seems to be enjoying a pretty comfortable life. Oh. Wait, what? What? Who is this? Why are they in the mirror? That is... Wait, who is this? Wait, is that Rerir? That's very interesting. A note. A handwritten note.
Hi, Rerir. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking out that new kebab shop. I've heard good things about their menu. I'll test it out, and if it's as good as everyone's saying, let's go back together sometime. P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pin rack. Hope you like them.
They didn't sign their name, but they must have been close. Sounds like they were living together.
Read Rerir's diary. Okay.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection, but I went alone. Felindus was tied up with something and couldn't make it. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about other things. If you ask me, someone who asks that many personal questions is too nosy for their own good. But if he invites me again, chances are I'd still go.
Felindus. That's the same name Rerir mentioned.
Crane imports keep falling. If things don't pick up, we'll soon be back to meat and mushrooms only. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't it start out as a lab-grown variety? I heard it's even mildly corrosive. Seriously, why would you even eat something like that? I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy. That just isn't the kind of thing I like to eat.
Alchemy.
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Khaenri'ah is underground, so it doesn't get much sunlight? That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings. They even use alchemically modified strains for food. Seems like the people of Khaenri'ah don't have many options when it comes to dining.
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to buy it and keep it somewhere safe.
Making a big purchase. I wonder what it is.
Most of what's written in the diary are the mundane details of everyday life. It's clear that the author was an ordinary Khaenri'ah, or at least that they were passing themselves off as one. The author's handwriting doesn't reveal anything. It's neither showy nor stiff. In fact, it doesn't really leave any particular impression.
He really is a professional. No wonder he's so good at covering his tracks. Despite what he's become, it seems like he's retained certain habits, at least in this regard.
Near the end of the diary, you notice a page with a shallow indentation along the bottom. The previous page had been torn out, but now its contents remain a mystery. That's probably gonna be the most important page.
Did Rerir rip it out himself?
But pen marks like these leave a trace. With something like charcoal to add some colour, you just need to find the right angle. When Nefa looks around, she sees a fine charcoal pencil on the desk. Before long, she has restored the missing words. Compared with the forgettable handwriting from before, these lines have been scrawled into a rougher, more haphazard way, as if the person who wrote them was in an emotional state.
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was nothing more than a stagnant pool. The burial place of a fallen moon. A withered, windless grove where the waters rested forever unrippled.
Windless. Like the Mage of Ari.
It was you who helped me see that my heart hadn't entirely withered away. That it could still beat to the rhythm of love.
This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. Why would he go to the trouble of hiding that? The burial place of a fallen moon.
Interesting. I want to look at this again. This must be what Rerir used to look like then. car. Oh. Interesting.
Rerir, over here.
Dane's Leaf? Okay, this is gonna be massive lore.
Dane! Oh, and, Vedalfin here? What a surprise to see you here, sir.
Hello there, Rerir. You need not address me so formally outside of court.
I really want to see what he looks like.
He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right?
Well, I'm flattered.
So, what are we discussing today?
Oh, he's just... glass of wine.
Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it, we don't need an excuse to have a few drinks.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that coming along?
Wait, this is Dane's Leaf.
He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right?
He sounds very different. I guess this is when he was younger.
Rerir, over here.
I guess it would have been like hundreds of years ago.
Who'd have thought the great Twilight Sword was an even greater gossip?
I just didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Yeah. If you told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you either.
So, are you planning to come clean about your job then? I'm guessing you still haven't told her.
What's his job?
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point. But I'll need to pick the right time and place. To be honest, I have no idea how she'll take it.
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be thrilled. I bet she'll be much more impressed by your actual job than the one she thinks you're doing now. A member of the King's Guard. Quite the cover story. Does the king himself even know?
Of course he does. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been?
King's Guard. Wait. Yeah. At this time, the king of Khaenri'ah would have been Aether, the Abyss sibling.
Me? Same old, nothing much to...
Interesting.
What's
This
up
is
there?
very... This is very... So much, like, lore and all of this. I'm very happy about this.
It's nothing.
Vedalfin, Dainslift's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of Khaenri'ah as the Visionary.
As an
Said
older
to possess a
brother.
wisdom far beyond the reach of any ordinary man. And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother, or just another of the Vinster King's blades? Why did he react so strongly? Was it really to do with what we were talking about?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. So this is what Rerir looked like back in the day.
Yeah, we also saw in the mirror.
Perfectly normal. no different from anyone else. As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's something even more unsettling about seeing the human he used to be.
Wait, I can still go out. What happens if I go out? I can use skills and stuff now. I assume I'm gonna go out here eventually. Maybe I should go back. In case it skips stuff. I don't want to skip anything. Yeah, I saw this before. Oh. Who's that?
Felindis? You're back early.
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual. How's
His
your day
wife,
been?
yes.
Aw, why the long face? Is something the matter? Has your boss been giving you a hard time again?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
Isn't that a good thing?
Vedifilnir showed up today, too. You know, Daneslif's older brother.
Ah, Mr. Vedifilnir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true.
He overheard Daneslif mention that I'd recently proposed, and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself.
So, you're worried? You could be such a child sometimes, Rerir. We're nobodies. Why would the Visionary be concerned about us? I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry.
Maybe you're right.
You worry too much, Rerir. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not? You've even proposed to me.
So, you do remember. Tell me then. What's your answer?
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this. We may be nobodies in the grand scheme of things, but if we want things to work out, we've still got to plan ahead.
All right. Take your time.
Pray.
Just don't keep me waiting forever. Nobodies. Sounds about right. In the eyes of people like Vedifilnir and Daneslif, what do we matter? Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Besides, the dynasty's fate rests with the king and his inner circle. Whatever I do, it won't make much difference. Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything. These days, the king is lost in his research, and the purge of the Crimson Moon bloodline grows ever more intense.
Crimson Moon bloodline.
The opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came of it. And I'm under no illusions as to why. Because we eliminated them and got rid of their bodies. A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet the king has never even considered a gentler approach, and he never will. What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find true peace?
Oh.
Thelendis. It's nothing. You were right. Fate has never smiled upon nobodies like us. But by the same token, it's unlikely to bear a grudge against us either. There's no reason we can't keep living happily together, cherishing the simple joys of each day as they come.
See? You just need to stay positive, Rerir. I can feel your warmth, your breath. You're right there, right by my side. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain. And that's something that no one could ever take away from me. So smile, my love. Let go of that frown.
You're right, Thelendis. I've just been overthinking things.
That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will only ruin our evening. Speaking of which, all set for the ball tonight? I need to go get ready.
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll come join you.
Even busier than the big shots, huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't be late. If you keep me waiting too long, I won't be a happy bunny.
Relax. I'll be there. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain. You're really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect me to take you to the ball?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner. Besides, they're two completely different things. Let's take it one thing at a time, all right?
All right. White outfit it is.
It seems like Rerir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services by giving the impression that he was just an ordinary member of the Venster King's Guard. He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly surprising. People in the intelligence trade rarely do. Who'd have thought we were in the same line of work?
Smile.
Let's dig a little deeper.
Yeah, leave the hut now. I really wish I could take Charlotte into this domain so I could take lots of photos. Because this is very cool.
Our last operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Rerir of Solnari. In total, we apprehended 32 dregs of the Crimson Moon, and 67 accomplices.
After all these years since the dynasty's fall, so many of them still linger on.
Indeed, it cannot be denied. Yet it was destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty, the all-seeing Venster King, now guides our nation on the path to prosperity. Khaenri'ah has no further need for a dead moon. But alas, there will always be those who refuse to see the truth, choosing instead to romanticize the past.
That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of remembrance. And that's exactly why they keep trying to see it restored.
Oh no, is he allowed to say that?
Many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day. As it happens, that's precisely the field of study my partner is devoted to.
Oh.
You still haven't told her what you really do for a living.
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are steeped in blood?
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did. Orphans like us don't get a say.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants of the Crimson Moon. Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely my marriage in particular. I have a feeling that we may soon become targets of the Crimson Moon's retribution.
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason. These are no helpless lambs we're leading to the slaughter. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. Take care, Rerir of Solnari. I look forward to toasting you at your wedding.
Thanks, Torkel. You look after yourself, too. Thelindis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to. But that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. There are things you shouldn't know. Things you cannot know.
You probably
The
shouldn't.
moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, there are those who would call forth a dead moon's ghost. Could that be why Vedalfnir held back? Or was it because of some court secret he's not at liberty to share? I have to get a clear answer from him. No matter what happens, I will protect Thelindis.
Rerir seems to be very concerned by Vedalfnir's reaction. Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. So that's what they were really like. I've investigated this whole area now. There doesn't seem to be any other memories here.
Oh, is there not
Should I
more?
try somewhere else?
Yes.
Wait a second. What's this black smoke?
Wait, what?
So, he's late after all. Just you wait, Rerir. You're in for it. Big time.
Another memory?
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you into buying some flowers?
Oh, sure. Pick me out a pretty bunch if you would.
Thank you. But I'm afraid none of them are as pretty as you.
For someone so young, you sure have a way with words, don't you?
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see
Wait.
I'm not lying.
This is... yeah, this is like Arlecchino's eyes. I'm pretty sure Arlecchino has eyes like that. Seeming more and more like she is related to the Crimson Moon. Yeah, she does have the red crosses.
May we have a word in private?
Who are you? And what do you want?
It doesn't matter who I am. Too many of our kind have fallen lately, so I decided to take the risk of reaching out.
Does that mean that Arlecchino is Khaenri'ah?
Not long ago, the Rerir of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds. We suffered many casualties, and many who came to our aid lost their lives as well.
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this. And I don't want to get involved.
Wait, hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
Oh no. Oh no.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner. But surely, you must have caught a whiff of the blood on his hands.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because...
How strange. Rerir was nowhere to be seen in that memory. It clearly belonged to the Lindis. Rerir couldn't possibly know what happened if he wasn't even there. Why would her memories appear in his fragment? The ceremony won't last much longer. I think it's time to call it a day.
That was a lot. We got to see Khaenri'ah. Got to learn about Khaenri'ah lore. And various of the sinners. And Dainsleif. And yeah, the eyes. Just like Arlecchino's.
So that was your doing? Did you just pull us inside Rerir's fragment to spy directly on his memories?
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
I had no idea you could do that, boss! Seriously, that was amazing! We're not worthy. We're not worthy!
That was very cool.
I gotta admit, though, I'm itching to see what happens next. Feels like we barely scratched the surface.
Me too.
I'm just as curious as you are. But the ceremony only allows for limited time inside. That's all we can see for now. Luckily, we managed to learn quite a lot.
So far, so good. I just hope the others are doing okay too. Especially the group with the Traveler. Their mission is a risky one. Let's hope it's all going smoothly.
If you're worried about them, go see how they're doing.
If I know boss, she's gonna need some time to write up all the details and make sure it's all coherent. I'll stay behind to lend a hand, but feel free to head back and meet up with the others.
Oh, now over to us. Oh yeah, because we just left the design bureau.
Oh, they've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now. These things just won't quit.
And escaped to Rerir.
Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly sweeping the area, our way out is completely blocked.
We'll just have to sneak past, nice and quietly.
Oh, that's never gonna work. One little slip up and it's game over.
Oh,
If they spot
creepy.
us, they'll run straight back to Rerir. And once he knows we're here, it won't be long before he's breathing down our necks again.
Be that as it may, we still have to try.
Oh, guess you're right. Alright, time to zip it.
Oh no, they're following behind.
Quick, hide! We almost got spotted!
Wait, where? Where do I hide?
Phew, that was a close call.
over there. And there.
Watch out! He's coming this way!
Oh no. Where do I go? Oh no.
Oh, they've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now.
Wait, was I caught?
Quit! Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them cop. Oh, that's enough. If they
I think I was caught.
they'll run. Oh.
Okay. I have to go faster this time.
Hide! We almost got spotted. Phew, that was a close call. Watch out! He's coming this way!
Yeah, stop moving towards them then.
Keep going. We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle.
Made it.
Oh, there's no end to these things.
We can't keep going like this. Surely there must be another way out. Oh no.
Fire.
Oh?
Fire? Wait, what's that smell? Oh no, there's a fire!
Oh. It's burning the wild hunt though. I think it might be... Wait, is this Arlecchino? The wild hunt. That was quick. It is! And in a boss form.
Sandrone was right. You
That
look
is-
weak, Columbina.
That was very cool. Yeah, and the X's in the eyes. Like we saw in that... in Rerir's memory.
The old you would
She's
never
in
have let
different
such
song
lovely
as well.
creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
It's Arlecchino! You came!
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
I like her casually just sitting in the fire.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Back to Sandrone. There's so much going on. Little drawing.
stupid Rerir,
No.
stupid Solnari. Ugh, whatever.
Paulownia
I've got
was
all the data I
damaged.
need. Next time we meet, you're finished. He sure doesn't pull his punches.
Excuse me, do you need
Wait,
a hand?
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Can't you see I'm busy? Wait a minute.
Is that?
I recognize that voice.
Hello, Miss Sandrone. Father sent us over to help.
Oh, the House of the Hearth. Oh. I really like this group. Non-cry's been so... It's been so good. Getting all the Fontaine
How
characters
considerate
now.
of her. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines.
Just poking it.
Nearly every machine that
Just
cat girl
broke
touches ends up
it.
going haywire. Go put her on cleaning duty or something.
Yeah, that did happen in her anecdote.
Then let's start downstairs. Fremine, we'll leave this place to you.
It's a lot of work.
You've got
for
it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it yourselves.
3D. Oh, we've come together. Back to the secret base. Oh, this has been very cool. There's been so much going on as well. Wait, where is the secret base? We didn't actually see where it was last time. Should I get this? This probably won't take long. I'll make it quick.
Smile! Hold that pose!
Keep doing that wrong.
Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song! Another star goes out!
Bow your head. Silence!
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Bow your head. Let the mighty be humbled! Settle down!
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening it.
treasure chest
Okay,
has
didn't
at least made
increase.
it a worthwhile experience.
There's another. No, I need to get back to the quest. Another one down there. I shouldn't be distracted. Into a meeting place. So this is the secret place.
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece.
Huh? Feels like there's quite a few people missing. Where's Flint's and the others? And what about Nefer?
I returned ahead of them. Flint is helping Aino and Anefa to set up the decoys and buy some time. As for Miss Nefer...
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end. She sent us back to fill you all in on the top secret intel we've been gathering.
I see. Then let's get right into it. But first, who do we have here? You brought someone else in to help?
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of Columbina's. You may call me Arlecchino.
Tea Party companion.
Surely it can't be.
Those eyes. Oh, where have I seen them before? Wait, of course.
Yeah.
In those memories we just saw.
The only Arlecchino I know is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers. So either you share a pretty uncommon name, or you're more than just a Tea Party buddy.
You're well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nodcry, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seem to hold a special place in your heart.
Oh, the feeling's mutual. Sounds like you know all about who I am, too.
A Fatui Harbinger.
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we can't just start trusting Fatui Harbingers, even at a time like this.
Well, Columbina was a Harbinger. And... so is... the, I've forgotten the name.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the moon goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui, what makes you so willing to put your neck on the line here?
Sandrone is who I meant.
Nor does Nodcry belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet still, you're fighting for it all the same. Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes, stopping things from spiraling out of control is a higher priority than chasing the spoils of victory. Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Arlecchino was instrumental in helping us save the whole of Fontaine. I'm confident we can trust her.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. It's just that the Fatui really have been the source of many of our troubles. We have our own way of doing things here in Nodcry. But ever since they arrived, the Fatui have treated us with nothing but hostility.
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever I could. But sometimes fundamental conflicts of interest simply can't be settled amicably. That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. This has nothing to do with the Fatui. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track down the iridescent moon's marrow, which will help her restore more of her power. Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. Looks like she doesn't want to give away too many secrets after all. But she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers after all. One look and you can tell she's not someone you'd want to mess with.
Yeah, she's looking right at you.
Well, since Mr. Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle that, we'll proceed to the next topic. Yehoda, time to share that top-secret intel.
Alright, listen up everyone. First, we now know that Rerir was originally a Khaenri'ah secret agent whose primary mission was to hunt down and assassinate the so-called Dregs of the Crimson Moon.
The
Arlecchino?
Dregs of the Crimson Moon?
Arlecchino?
In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and Eclipse, and a whole bunch of other stuff from the time of Khaenri'ah.
Yeah, Columbina's looking at her. I think she knows.
To my knowledge, those were the names of two different Khaenri'ah dynasties.
Crimson Moon Dynasty.
Long, long ago, it is said that the people of Khaenri'ah worshipped the Crimson Moon, drawing a mysterious power from its reflection. But one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed, hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it, and how it became the new emblem of Khaenri'ah.
Oh.
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secrets it left behind. So, he sent the Rerir of Solnari to secretly hunt down the Crimson Moon's few remaining followers.
So is that Ava? The Vinster King?
In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal as any other person. Oh, and he had a fiancé, or at least a would-be fiancé, called Tholindis.
Tholindis?
What's the matter?
Just after Rerir regained his body, he called out that name.
Verfnir, Vrindadder, Tholindis.
Interesting. Anything else? What about this would-be fiancé of his? Do we know anything about her?
Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum, but it felt like she was hiding some kind of secret.
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason, Rerir's fragment also contained some of Tholindis' memories, though only a very small portion.
Well, no shortage of potential leads, I'll give you that. In any case, it sounds like we can conclude that while Tholindis was still around, Rerir appeared to be lucid and quite normal. Tholindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of. Tell me though, were these pure-blood Khaenri'ahs we're talking about here?
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Khaenri'ah...
But because of immortality, she might still be alive. Yeah, but if she's not, then she has been turned into a Arlecchino.
Oh yeah! Just like how it was with the captain! If we could somehow find her, do you think there's any chance Rerir might regain some of his sanity?
It's possible, but it would take a miracle. We can't pin all our hopes on that. That merchant who Nefer knows, Dori Sangama Bay. Maybe we could hire her to look into it.
Oh no.
Alright then. Let's keep working in our separate teams.
No, we're gonna get scammed.
Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlecchino will go look for the iridescent moon's marrow. As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that the wild hunt monsters had grown even more frenzied in their search for Kutar. At this rate, the people living here will be in grave danger too. So I'm thinking of gathering together some of our followers to go wipe them out.
I'll head back to the curatorium and meet up with the boss.
Feels good knowing we've all got something to be getting on with. Given that the Wild Hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own operations too. If that is the case, someone will need to pass the news on to Flint's. I'll hold the fort for now, then discuss our next move with Flint's, Aino, and Anefa when they get back.
Alright then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
Relax. Just do your thing. I decided to call in some backup since things are getting so hairy. Our reinforcements should be here any minute now. Stay safe, everyone. Dismissed.
Cup. The Knights of Favonius.
We're back. Did we get here a little early? Or a little late?
A tad late. The others have already set off.
Late.
To summarize, our resident moon goddess has found us a new ally, and Boss Nefer has uncovered some promising info. Everything going smoothly on your end?
Not great. I don't know how long we can stall them for. The decoys are getting taken out way faster than we imagined. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right now. Oh, right! Inefa, could you fill in Uncle Varka on what we just discussed with Flint's?
Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate a source of the Wild Hunt in Amsvartnir, you discovered that it was just a diversion. But according to Flint's intel, several outbreaks of the Wild Hunt had already occurred in Nodcry in the period leading up to that. That was before Rerir had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his full strength. In other words, in theory at least, he still lacked the means to act in two places at once.
Flint's. With everything that's been happening, the Lightkeepers across Nodcry are rallying to fight back against the Wild Hunt. They're gonna need your help. I know, I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more effective than decoys. But for now, you should stay here and get some rest. Anefa and I will head back over to Amsvartnir to see if there's anything I missed.
I told you Uncle Varka would say that, didn't I? A deal is a deal. Not a word about my snack intake for the next week.
Database updated. Reliability of Aino's predictions increased.
What does that mean?
They were betting on how you'd respond after hearing their intel.
It's the obvious choice, isn't it? That's hardly worth betting on.
Wait, what was the bet? What, letting Aino rest? And heading back to
Anepha and I will head back over to Amsfartnir to see if there's anything I missed.
Amsfartnir.
We already decided that Anepha should go investigate the situation over at Amsfartnir on her own. You might as well stay here and keep watch. Someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides, you still haven't fully recovered from ambushing Rerir.
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment. Well, I appreciate it, everyone. See you when you get back.
Traveling around a lot. Okay. Yeah, I can do this. Oh, I just spawned in this place. That's cool. So can I talk to them?
Need crumb cookies.
What happened over at Amsfartnir? If it wasn't Rerir, then who was it?
That was cool. It's kind of like a Easter egg, I guess. Since probably most people wouldn't come back here at this point. Maybe, or maybe they would, I don't know. Might just avoid that for now. There's a lot going on in... It's been very fast-paced and so much stuff happening. I think Nodcry has been the best region in the game so far. Especially the Archon quest.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Thanks for the view. If you enjoyed the view, then you meant to watch more of my Genshin and Star reviews. So I have a list on screen to watch. So thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. And good. Bye.